So, today we're taking you all the way back to the summer of 1989 when Tim Burton unleashed upon the world the greatest superhero movie of all time.
Batman!
Yeah!
Batman! Yeah! It's Batman can't, then Batman can!
Yeah!
Oh my god, Batman was really popular, but did you know that there was video games too?
No way! You mean like this one right here for the Sega Genesis? Whoa!
I didn't know my head to blow!
It's true, man. I was there. And this cartridge is literally all the proof that you need. Except for the fact that it's a bootleg. Yeah, guys. The license to make an official Batman game was given to the Japanese game company Sunsoft. And they made one not just for the Sega Genesis, but also the Nintendo, the Game Boy, and even the TurboGrafx-16.
The what?
The PC Engine. We called that the TurboGrafx-16 here in the United States, but you probably didn't know about it because like 12 people bought one. Whoa! Wow. 4 games, 4 systems. Which one's the best? Let's find out. Ah! Guys, Sunsoft was such an awesome company. It was a subsidiary brand of a giant Japanese corporation called the Sun Electronics Corporation, located in Conan, Japan.
Conan? Like the barbarian?
No, not that Conan. This Conan.
Oh.
Sunsoft was launched in order to get in that sweet video game craze in the 1980s. It was a big deal. During their time in the game industry, Sunsoft developed such hits as Master Blaster,
Tubawa, dude!
Fester's Quest, The Journey to Silius,
Righteous.
and of course, who could forget Arrow the Acrobat?
I don't know any of those games.
Sadly, guys, the Sunsoft of old died when the Sun Corporation of America filed for bankruptcy in 1995, and they haven't been the same since. But they left behind some great games. Righteous! Woo!
Batman Pro!
Claire, which game did you review?
I reviewed the Batman on the NES.
Wow! Alright, Claire, let's hear your review.
I'm going to review Batman on the NES. First of all, let's talk about the sound in the beginning of the game. As you can see, most people would say that it sounds crackling and bad, but in my own way, I kind of like it. In the middle of the game, the music is very good. It has a good tune and the sound isn't as choppy as in the beginning. The gameplay of the game is very good. It's hard, but still fun. The jumping mechanics are fine, and you can throw batteries, such as boomerangs, not just punching or kicking. The graphics in this game are very good. I like the colors of Batman. Most Batmans are black, but this one's blue. That's pretty cool. I like the presentation's very good. In the beginning of the game, Batman talks to Joker, then Batman has to stop the Joker for whatever he's doing. I don't remember. The level designs in the game are awesome. I think it's cool that there's jumping mechanics. Just like in the Revenge of Shinobi, you can jump on walls side to side. And well, yeah, I do. It's really fun, and I think I might prefer it to TurboGrafx-16.
Whoa, guys. Sounds like Batman on the NES was pretty bad.
What? That sounds good.
No, guys. In 1989, bad meant good. Woo!
And good and bad.
No, wait, no. It was still good. Still meant good.
Oh.
It was just 2 ways to say bad. There was pretty much nothing bad in 1989. Everything was good.
Oh. Good because say bad.
The NES version was good, guys. But did you guys know that there was also a Game Boy version? That game is less bad. I'll cover that one.
Okay, so this is Batman on the Nintendo Game Boy. Came out about 1989. Oh, there it is, 1990, Sunsoft. This is a very basic early entry in the Game Boy. So it's pretty clear to me that absolutely none of the Sunsoft games, except for the Sega Genesis version and maybe the TurboGrafx 16 version, have anything to do with the Batman franchise. And it seems that maybe Sunsoft just had a couple of games that they were working on that they simply repurposed for the task of creating a Batman licensed game. And this is a perfect example of that. At no point does this game in any way resemble Batman, except for the little avatar. It does kind of look like a little funny, chubby Batman. Gameplay wise, this game it plays pretty decent. It's very basic. It's very challenging, but the level design is pretty well executed. It's obvious that someone put a lot of care into the placement of all these little blocks. The goal of the game is really based around shooting the correct blocks at the right time in the right places and kind of getting through. It actually reminds me a lot of Alex Kidd in that respect, but it is pretty fun. But in no way does it really capture the spirit or essence of Batman. So I guess I recommend to people who are completionists trying to get every Game Boy cartridge, and to pretty much no one else.
Wow guys, I guess the Game Boy version was a little bit less bad, as in good.
I'm really confused about all this 80s terminology.
And my pizza's too.
Your pizza's also confused?
Me too.
Okay guys, so what about Batman on the Sega Genesis? Abraham, take it away.
Okay.
Batman is a really, 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 really good game. But unlike Nintendo, the Sega version looks just like the movie. In fact, I can't even tell them apart. Just look at these graphics. This game is way more gooder than Nintendo because Batman doesn't shoot people with a gun, and because he does shoot people with his Batmobile instead. This game is harder than getting a job after art school. You will get your teeth kicked in so much that you'll have to eat dinner through a straw. You'll die just trying to hit the pause button. It's that hard. You have to be a video game genius, like my dad, in order to beat it. He's beaten it like 2,000 times. Oh yeah, and how about these fat tunes? You better get yourself a copy, Daddy-o. Except good luck. The original cartridge is rare and costs like over $100.
Wow, that game's pretty sweet, and it sure is nice to see a version of the Batman game that looked anything at all like the movie. Cause let's face it, the Sunsoft NES game didn't look anything like the movie. In fact, Batman has a gun, and in the Game Boy, Batman has a gun. It's weird. Isn't there one other game that you reviewed? Doesn't Sunsoft have one more Batman game? And it's a weird one.
Yeah.
On the TurboGrafx 16.
I remember that one.
Batman on the TurboGrafx 16, 1989. If you have a TurboGrafx, then you should have this game. It's funny when the enemies die. They fly out of the screen. The gameplay is simple and fun. The only problem is that the game is too hard. The graphics look good, and it has walking cartoons. Too bad it never came to America. What were they thinking? Buy it if you can find it. 4 out of 5 stars.
Well, the game is different. Awesome, but different.
It's like Bat Bomberman or like Bat Pac-Man, huh? Right, guys?
Yeah!
Weird. Just like the source material.
Sweet.
But it comes down to this, guys. Which one was best and why? What do you vote for being the best game, Abe?
Of course. Batman for the Super Nintendo.
Well, there was no Batman for the Super
Yeah,
Nintendo.
but
For the NES?
Yeah, I guess.
Okay, Abe votes Batman for the NES because you have that cool jump mechanic. What do you vote, Claire?
I vote the TurboGrafx.
Whoa, we have a split because I vote for the Sega Genesis version, which is my favorite version of the game by far since it follows the movie closely and has the most rockin' soundtrack.
Hey, but the NES has that extra bonus stage where you get to drive your car. Right?
I believe you're confusing that with the Sega Genesis version. I think Abe is on board with me. 2-1, we win! Sega Genesis! Ah! It looks like the Sega Genesis version is the definitive winner. Woo! Well, that's gonna do it, guys, for this episode of Radical Reviewers. And remember, be excellent to each other.
Yeah, radical.
Bye.
Bye. Bye. And be radical forever.
Yeah! Woo!
Productions.